I'm so happy to be here. You guys, bear with me a little bit. I have not been feeling the best this week, so my energy's a little low and all of that good stuff, but I'm here because this is my favorite time of the week and the best place in the world to be. So we are live on Facebook and YouTube as always. We have been, as you guys may or may not know, we've been having a little bit of struggles with the YouTube getting comments. So I'm trying a new system tonight. So just bear with me for a second while I see if I can get myself, get all of this taken care of correctly. I may have to be slightly distracted for a moment, but I'm with you guys. So I want to say first and foremost, before anything else, oh yes, there we go. It's happening. Okay. Before anything, you guys know the first thing I'm going to tell you. What am I going to say? I hear you. Share this video. Okay, yes, I can see you, YouTube family. Okay, this is working. So I can deal with YouTube comments, and I've got my Facebook comments going. Okay, you guys, we are getting technologically up to date up in here. Okay. So anyway, first things first, share this video. Hello, North Carolina. Glad to see you in the house tonight. We are making tonight bread pudding. And the reason we're making bread pudding tonight is, like I told you, I wasn't feeling great. I've had a sinus headache and or a migraine. I thought it was a migraine, then I was like, maybe it was sinus. There's just been a lot going on. I've had a lot of pressure in my head. So I didn't want to do, for a minute I thought I wasn't going to make it live at all, but I couldn't. I needed you all because your energy brings me back. And so here I am, here we are. We're going to make bread pudding. All right, guys. Now, a couple things. This week, we did not have an ingredient of the week this week, but that's because this week we launched the Chef Lorious signature line of spices and seasonings. So I wanted to show you guys, we have 3 seasonings that we're featuring. The Chef Lorious house seasoning, Chef Lorious seasoned pepper, and our famous barbecue rub and seasoning, because everybody's always asking about the barbecue rub and seasoning. So we're selling those 3. I was going to show you guys a pack, but we sold out. Which is really good. We sold out, but I did have 1 bag of house seasoning left. And so this is all I have left, you guys. This is it. But these come in a pack of 3. You can get 3 of the same spice, or you can get 1 of each, which we call the Alabama Trio. And it's $15 for 3. And the shipping is included. The total cost is $21.50, and that includes your shipping. Okay? So the 3 you'll get, if you get a Alabama Trio, you'll get 1 house seasoning, 1 seasoned pepper, and 1 barbecue rub and seasoning. Okay, so you can get the Alabama Trio of 3, or you can get 3 of each one. 3 house seasoning, 3 seasoned pepper, or 3 barbecue rub and seasoning. So there's a link to the online store here on my Facebook page. I'll have other links up as well. Feel free to go there whenever you want and click on the button. The price includes the shipping on there. So when you go to checkout, put in shipping in the discount code, the promo area, so it can remove whatever shipping it calculates, because that's not the accurate shipping. We have flat rates. So I'm so excited. We sold out our first week. So get yours, okay? I'm telling you, hurry up, get those orders in. We're going to make up another batch, and we'll get those sent out ASAP. All right, guys, so we're going to start with some Alabama bread pudding. Shout out your cities and states. I want to know where my people are. I'm checking right now. I want to see it. New Yorker, I see Lebanon is here. Hey, North Carolina's here. Family, all in the house. Let's make some bread pudding. So you guys, Thanksgiving is coming up. And you know, I love Thanksgiving. You may not know, but Thanksgiving is my absolute favorite holiday. I always cook, we always host, without a doubt. If you know us and we tell you we're hosting, we're not saying it because we don't want to come to your house. We're saying it because we honestly host Thanksgiving every year, and we look forward to it. So we're starting a new Thanksgiving series here in the Love Lab, and I'm going to be sharing Thanksgiving recipes with you, or Thanksgiving-esque, Thanksgiving-like, things you can use for the holidays. And I'm starting that tonight with bread pudding. Now, I love bread pudding. I did not always love bread pudding. I'm a recent bread pudding lover because I found out how to make it like I like it. Anybody have that experience out there? So we're going to start with 5 eggs, okay? And I'm going to talk while I do this so you guys understand what we're looking at. What I love about this bread pudding is it doesn't taste, it's not nasty, but I wouldn't make it if it was nasty. But I think you guys know what I mean. It's actually a pleasant bread pudding, and it has a nice praline topping on it. So we're going to start by cracking 5 eggs, okay? You need a lot of eggs in this bread pudding because it's just bread, and you want it to hold together. You don't want it to fall apart. So you definitely got to keep get a lot of eggs in there. Remember, shout out those cities and states. Share this video. Things are going so well. Let me know any things that you guys would like to see me make for your Thanksgiving Thanksgiving dinners that are coming up, and I will be happy to try to add those into the things that we're making. Okay, so here we go. We start with 5 eggs. Okay, we're going to mix these eggs up first nicely. And then to these 5 eggs, we're going to add 2 cups of evaporated milk. You can use evaporated milk, or you can use half and half, or you can use heavy cream, or you can use coconut milk. You can use really any kind of milk product you want, okay? I'm using evaporated milk because I have a thing for evaporated milk. And what I usually do is I use 1 whole can of evaporated milk, which is about 12 ounces, and then the rest I put some heavy whipping cream and get it up to 2 cups, okay? So you see here? Can you guys see in there? Okay, and then to that we're also going to add to this custard 2 cups of sugar, because this is a dessert and we want it to be sweet. So there's 1 cup. I usually do the eggs first because it's hard to get those eggs to break up when you add the sugar and everything else to it first. So that's just kind of my little thing. All right, shout those cities and states out, guys. West Texas and New Orleans. All New Orleans in the house. Okay, see how I mix this up? I'm just keep mixing it up. This is the custard that's actually going to go, let me get closer to the cameras. Can you guys see? Okay, good. This is the custard that we're going to pour over our bread pudding. See that? Now we're going to add to this custard some cinnamon and nutmeg. I have here about 1.5 teaspoons of each cinnamon and nutmeg that I've mixed up. I'm going to put that in there, okay? Don't think it's too much. It's not. It's going on plain bread. You got to have some flavor, or it won't taste like nothing. You know what's interesting, you guys? This is very similar to a custard that you would make for French toast. It's a very similar process. You might not use as much sugar in French toast as we use in this because this is dessert, but it's the same basic concept. Hey, Connecticut. Hey, New York. Y'all are signing in. Hashtag Team Calabama. All right. And then we want to add some vanilla flavor to this. Just a couple teaspoons. Okay? I'm using a vanilla butter and nut today, because I'm out of my plain vanilla. I don't have that much of it left, so I'm using this vanilla butter and nut. Okay, and then we add this all like this, and you whip it real good, as the Spice Girls would say. Okay, now we're going to use, for this recipe, we use 1 pound of French bread. So, I have 1 pound of French bread that I bought here today. And what I did was I took the bread apart. I wanted to show you guys this is the package it came in, so you can see it's a full 16 ounces of bread, okay? A full pound, okay? That's the package it came in. And so what we're going to do to that is we're going to take this, and I dried the bread out. I took the bread, I pulled it apart, and then I put it in the oven on 300 degrees for about 15 minutes. Now you can put the bread on for 300 degrees at 15 minutes, or if you tear it apart like early in the day, you can just let it sit out, you know, and it will dry out on its own. Ask me any questions along the ways, guys. Hey, Team Calabama, thank you, family. So this bread is dried out. See, you want it to be a little stale. See, this bread was very fresh when I brought it nice and soft, but I broke it apart and I've laid it all out like this and put it in the oven so it's gotten dry, okay? Now I'm going to take the bread, put it into my baking dish here. This is a very big baking dish I'm using tonight. I hope it's not too big. And what we're going to do is on this bread, we're going to pour our custard into this bread, and then we're going to make a praline topping to go on top of it and bake it. Okay? So you see how you just dry that bread out? And then put those little crumbs in there just like that. That looks perfect. Maybe this dish isn't too big. All right? So you see there? Now we're going to take our custard that we just mixed up right here. Give it a nice fresh whip. See that? Looks good, right? Looks good to you guys? Looks good to me. Okay? And what we're going to do is pour this, I'm right-handed, all over. Let me get a good angle so you guys can see this. There we go. See that, guys? You want to pour this all over the bread so it gets in every crack and crevice. You want the bread completely covered with this custard, because if the bread is not completely covered, it will just be dry bread. What makes this bread pudding good and flavorful, etc., is this custard. So you want to make sure, that's why you want all of those liquids in there, those 2 cups of milks or whatever kind of cream you choose to use. Coconut milk is very good as well. Then after you get all of that liquid poured in there, you're going to take a spatula and press it down. So you want to press this in here so you can be sure that every piece of bread is really covered completely, has gotten this liquid on. You see that? You don't want a dry piece of bread in the house. Like, not a dry eye in the house, not a dry piece of bread in the house, y'all. The best part about this is really going to help me feel better tonight. I can already tell. I think my head just needed some bread pudding. And a cup of coffee, right, guys? Don't forget, you guys, we're starting our Thanksgiving series, so any foods that you would like to make for Thanksgiving or anything that you are thinking about that you want to learn how to make or you're not sure about, drop me a note. Please let me know, and I will see if I can get that into our series here because we're getting ready for the holidays. Okay, see how this looks good here? You want to push everything in. This is a very important step, guys. Don't shortchange this step or your bread pudding will be dry, okay? I promise you. Don't shortchange this part. Okay, hey, I see Miss Williams says it looks good. Yes, it does. Miss Williams, you got to come over for Thanksgiving with us. Okay, so now after you get everything in here good, guys, what you want to do is let it sit for about 10 minutes, okay? Now, when you let it sit, what we're going to do is make up our topping. The reason you want it to sit is you want all of that liquid to soak up into the bread, okay? You don't just want to pour it on and throw it in the oven. You want it to soak in. So you pour it in like this, and we're just going to set this aside, okay? And we're just going to let them all become friendly. See that? Okay? Just the bread pudding family. They're going to get friendly. Now, back over here. While they're getting friendly, we're going to work on our topping, okay? So here I've got a cup of brown sugar, okay? Just checking on my notes, comments here, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm telling you, just being with you guys tonight is helping me feel better already. To this cup of brown sugar, we're going to add a stick of softened butter. Did you see how soft that butter was, how it just fell apart? That's what you want. Then you're going to take your fork, and you're going to mix them together. See this? You see what I'm doing here? This is going to make like a praline kind of esque topping. Okay? And you want it, don't leave any of the brown sugar out. Everybody needs to be included. This is a family affair. You get what I'm saying? See how everybody's talking? Look, see, they're all coming together. Hello, family. Oh, yeah. Okay. And see, it's like a little moist. See that? I wash my hands, y'all. See, it's a little moist. Okay? That's what you want. Now, here comes where you get to make this your own bread pudding and do you. You can add, I like to do this. I like to take some raisins. Okay, now if your family doesn't like raisins, do a few. My kids claim they don't like raisins, but then when I make this, they eat it. Okay, but I don't overdo it. Okay, I just use the box of raisins and I just get like 2 boxes. I don't like to overdo it. Okay. There we go. We're going to put the raisins in there. And then we're going to add some pecans to this as well. Now, in my house, I don't know how, if you've been watching me, you probably have heard me say my daughter is allergic to nuts, so we don't do a lot of nuts around here. But the truth is, y'all, this is bread pudding. I see someone from Games and Grills loving banana pudding. Oh, banana pudding, bread pudding. Banana pudding is another video. Okay, here are the pecans, you guys. We're going to put these on there. You can put the pecans on here directly, or you can mix them in with your brown sugar and butter. I just like to put them on directly. This is just a half a cup of pecans. Okay? See this? This is going to be so good. I'm telling you, this is what I needed to feel better. This is exactly what I needed. I'm feeling better already, guys. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Again, we are making bread pudding, guys. Calabama style bread pudding. Okay? Share this video, you guys. Are y'all hitting that share button? Are you hitting share? Okay, good. I'm glad. Now we're going to... Oops. Sorry. I told y'all. It's been a week. Okay, now you're going to take this filling here, topping, and you're going to spread it over our dish, okay? Come this way. Come this way, guys. I'm sorry. Talking to my production team. They're excellent. I love them. They love me. You just want to spread this on here, okay? Now, you can always use your gloves or your fork. I know, I'm at home cooking, okay? This is not a restaurant, so I'm at home cooking. I'm going to use my hands. When you're at home cooking, use your hands, too. This is where the love comes from. Just make sure you wash them first. You guys, I hope you saw last week I posted an apple cobbler recipe. I had a wonderful time doing a collaboration with a couple other YouTube channels, and that was actually the start of this Thanksgiving season because I love making fresh apple cobbler for Thanksgiving, and that's just one of my favorites. And last week I also posted a lemon pie recipe I hope you guys saw as well. That's a good dessert for Thanksgiving as well. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Dominique says she hopes this makes me feel better. I do too. I do too. It's been a long week. Okay, so you're just going to spread this out on it just like this. And then what you're going to do, if your 10-15 minutes has not fully passed where you want it to let the liquid soak in, just let it sit out for a little bit. And then you're going to put it in the oven and we're going to bake it on 350 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes until you pull out stick a knife in it and pull it out and the knife comes out clean, okay? That's when it's done. So you see how that looks there? Looks good, doesn't it? Those raisins in there. And you can use coconut milk in this too. I think I said that earlier. But if you guys put coconut milk in here, that would be delicious. This is a wonderful flavor blend. Okay, we're going to set this aside, give them a few more minutes for them to become friends. And we're going to start working on the glaze. So you guys, while we're getting ready to transition into the glaze, I just want to remind you that this week we launched our line of Chef Lorious specialty seasonings. I'm so tongue twisted, y'all. I'm glad we're family because this has been a week. But we launched our line of seasonings. We sold out in the first week, which is awesome, thanks to you. So if you want some, another batch is coming. Be sure to go online to our Shopify store and order some. There's 3 seasonings: barbecue rub and seasoning, seasoned pepper, and our house seasoning. So go ahead, click on those buttons, order that. Okay, now we're going to make our glaze. I'm trying to get a good angle. This is the best eye. Can you guys get this eye here? Okay. All right, so we're going to start with a stick of butter. Every good dish around the holidays begins with a stick of butter. Someone says, can you use toasted coconut? Yes, you can. You absolutely can use toasted coconut. You can use anything you want. It is your thing. Do what you want to do. Okay? All right. And oh, yes, Miss Brown says she got her spices today. I'm so glad you got them. I hope you enjoy them. You got a taste of Alabama. Oh, goodness. Okay, so to this stick of butter, we're going to add a cup of sugar. Okay? And now what we're doing with this, that's the cup of sugar. What we're going to do with this is we're going to melt this together, and it's going to form a very nice little glaze that we're then going to add and pour on top of our bread pudding when it comes out of the oven. So y'all know that means I already got one done, right? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I put the sugar in here too quick. I should have let the butter melt more first. I'm sorry, y'all. Just bear with me. It's going to happen. Sorry. Oh, and I see a real chef friend of mine just joined. Okay. So we're going to get this to cook down. And then what we're going to do is once this cooks down and the sugar dissolves into the butter, we're going to add to it, where is it? Some brandy. Yes, brandy. So I've got here about 3/4 cup of brandy. I have already boiled this. I boiled this brandy so that I would get out the alcohol from it because my kids are going to eat this one, and I don't want them to, I don't want anybody calling CPS on me. So, so I cooked the alcohol out of this, okay? So I'm going to actually just go ahead and pour that in there. And we're going to let all of this come together, okay? So it's going to all cook together and melt together, and once that sugar gets nice and dissolved, we're going to add a little vanilla, and then we're going to pour it on top of our bread pudding. So while this is coming together, I'm going to show you the finished product, okay? That's not hot anymore. Okay, so here is a completed bread pudding that's already come out of the oven. So you see that's how it looks before it goes in, and this is how it looks after. This is recently out of the oven, and when we take this out of the oven is when we'll pour this wonderful drizzle sauce on it. Now, like I said, I boiled this, you guys, so I got the alcohol out of it. But I'm going to let y'all in. When we have this adult style, we don't boil, okay? And you can use brandy, you can use brandy or rum or bourbon, or you can really use anything you want, okay? Anything. Somebody says, where am I from? Well, I'm originally from California, but my people are from Alabama, and I live in the Atlantic coast, so in the mid-Atlantic area. So we live near the DC area. So we're kind of a mixture of everything. But my cooking style is definitely has my grandma and some church mothers in there. If you know me from way back when, you know them church mothers I'm talking about. Those are some cooking ladies, weren't they, you guys? Yes, Miss Donna. She says, can you put Fireball in it? I was absolutely thinking that, Miss Donna, but I wasn't going to say it because I figured you would say it for me. Taylor Moan says Fireball, you guys. Okay, look at that. See how this is coming together? We're going to bring that to a boil. And then once that comes to a boil, come on. See, now it boils fast when I'm sitting here cooking by myself. When I need you guys to see it with me, it wants to go slow. I saw some ideas coming across about things you guys would like to see for Thanksgiving, some cheesecakes and things. So we will definitely get all of that going. Today I put up a video of chicken and waffles, y'all. That is one of my favorites. I think chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits are my two favorite things, I think, on the planet. Okay, see how this is coming together? Oh, yeah. We just want the sugar to fully dissolve. And that brandy in there is going to give an amazing, amazing flavor to it. Okay, and so if you boil it till it doesn't burn your nose anymore, the alcohol will cook off and then it's kid friendly. Okay, so let's see if this is down enough. I'm going quickly because I wanted you guys to see how this looks when it's done. But basically you're going to do this until it gets all the way, let's see here. Let's see here, I'll just do like this. Oh yes, it's dissolved. Let me see. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay, sorry. So, I'm going to use just my plain vanilla bean. I have a little bit of plain vanilla left, just a little bit. That's why I used the other one. Remember, whenever you're cooking with vanilla, do not put vanilla into boiling hot liquids because it will turn it bitter and then your stuff won't taste good anymore, okay? Just squeeze about a teaspoon of vanilla in there. I had that happen to me one time and I didn't know what was going on. I was really disappointed. I was like, what in the world happened to this dish? And I found out what happened. It was boiling vanilla. There we go. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to put this back in here. You can pour it directly from the saucepan, but I want to make sure I don't make a mess. There we go. See that sauce? This is going to be so good. Hold on. Here we go. Now we're going to take it. This is banana pudding. Why do I keep saying banana? This is bread pudding fresh out of the oven. And you're just going to pour this over it. See that? And what happens is this finishes soaking in to make sure everything stays nice and moist. Thank you, production crew. And if you don't get it all in, don't worry about it, but just give it time to soak in, okay? And this again was about a 3/4 cup of brandy cooked down, a stick of butter, and a cup of sugar. Now it looks like, oh my goodness, look at all that sitting up there. That is okay. I promise you. What it's going to do, this is a clean fork, is it's just going to cook, it's going to soak into this bread pudding. And this is going to be absolutely, see this? Look at this, guys. Look. Okay, you know what? I'm laughing at you guys. My son who's over here recording. My husband has one camera. My son has the other one. And my son is going, oh, because he wants to eat it now. Okay, guys, so this is it. Now I'm going, usually, like I said, you should really wait to let this fully soak in. And I want to wait so I can do it right. But I also want to try it because I feel I owe it to you guys. And I owe it to myself to taste it so that I can start to feel better. I mean, do you guys think I should just go ahead on and taste it? Wait a minute. Okay, prime rib lesson. Yes, you know what, Miss Grady? I cook prime rib for Christmas every year, so I'm definitely going to do a standing rib roast. And while this is soaking in, the other thing we do for Thanksgiving in our house is we always fry our turkey. And so I'm trying to talk my husband into doing a fried turkey video before Thanksgiving. So you guys start sending him love, you know, so he'll come around. He likes to be behind the camera, but that man can fry a turkey. Okay, see, look, back to the pudding. See how it's soaking in? Okay, y'all, I'm going to taste this. Who am I kidding? I'm not even going to sit there and act like I'm not going to taste this for y'all to see. Okay, just a little bit. Just a little. Oh, look, look. Look, look, look. Look. See, this is why you actually want to let it go ahead and soak in. See how it's kind of loose there? It's because I didn't let it all this soak in. But that's okay. It'll soak in later. Now, for the moment of truth. This looks so delicious. Let's see. Oh my God. It's a miracle. I'm healed. is delicious, guys. I want to eat the whole thing, but then I'll look like a fool. And nothing goes away on the internet. So that is all for today with Calabama Cooking. I appreciate you guys being with me. Make sure you share this video. Don't forget, tell everybody you know that we are starting our Thanksgiving series. We're going to be making foods that you can have for Thanksgiving, meats, side dishes, desserts. It's going to be a lot of fun because 'tis the season for cooking. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for helping me feel better today, guys. Don't forget to order your Chef Lorious spices. This is all we have left. We sold out in the first weekend. Order your house seasoning or your seasoned pepper or your barbecue rub and spice. Rub and seasoning, there are links on the page. I'll make sure you can see them. I will post this recipe as well. Share this video with your friends and family. If you have not subscribed on YouTube yet, please do so soon. Like this page. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week, and happy cooking.